Imagine a young college-age student. He works full-time, he goes to school full-time, and he's struggling to make ends meet. Not only is he taking care of himself, but a year ago, him and his wife were blessed with a daughter. Winters are particularly difficult on this young family. With a leaky roof and a broken furnace, bundling up only goes so far. For a fellow ISU student like this young father, a little help goes a long way. We live in a community that has an abundance of opportunities to help those in need. There are several organizations in Pocatello who focus on providing assistance to those living in poverty. NeighborWorks is an organization who is making a difference in the community by making a difference in the lives of the less fortunate. By knowing more about NeighborWorks, we can identify little ways that we can contribute to the economy as well as contribute to the lives of those less fortunate. My name is Cody Snyder, and outside of being an ISU student, I work full-time at Wells Fargo, who has recently partnered with NeighborWorks to help first-time home buyers purchase homes in the community. I have been able to work closely with a member of the board of NeighborWorks to get a closer look at how the organization operates. I have also been able to attend a board meeting which gave me some insight into how the organization is led. First, I will share why NeighborWorks is needed. Next, I will share how NeighborWorks can solve the problem. And finally, I will share the benefits that will come to our community through the help of NeighborWorks. So first, why is NeighborWorks needed? Homelessness is a major problem in our community, with nearly 1 in 5 people living below the poverty line in Bannock County. Some people, like the family discussed earlier, are simply unable to afford or do not have access to low-income housing. This leads to a higher amount of people living on the streets. And unfortunately for these people in Bannock County, their options on where to go are limited. Billy Seibert is a local resident who found help through NeighborWorks, and he credits NeighborWorks for helping him get off the streets. Mr. Seibert said, "Without NeighborWorks, I wouldn't have been able to get off the street and out of my old habits. They saved my life." Bannock County has a poverty rate of 17.4%, which is nearly 3% higher than Idaho's poverty rate of 14.8%. This means that over 14,000 people in the community are living in households that are below the poverty line. This presents a huge opportunity for organizations like NeighborWorks, with our help, to make a difference in the lives of these people living below the poverty line. There are effects from poverty that make a difference in our community as well as in our lives individually. One of the unfortunate effects of an increase in poverty is an increase in crime rates. The arrest rate per 100,000 people in the state of Idaho is 4,400, while that same rate in Bannock County per 100,000 people is 5,261. This high arrest rate is the 4th highest county rate in all 44 counties in the state of Idaho. Alcohol and substance abuse increases as well, usually because they are seen as a very common self-destructing habit, often taken as a way to cope with large amounts of stress and despair. But by working together with NeighborWorks, we can work on a solution to the problem. Through donations from local citizens like us, NeighborWorks provides affordable housing to low-income community members by building homes as well as rehabilitating homes for resale. Jessica Kuzmano is a current member of the board for NeighborWorks. And she shared with me that just this year there have been over 100 people provided housing through NeighborWorks. Through fundraisers and financial donations from the community, new apartments have been built in the historical Eagles building, which will be used to provide housing to low-income families. The Spirit of Hope home was also recently renovated and will soon provide more housing to low-income members of the community. NeighborWorks is also currently working on rehabbing 2 homes in the area to help out families who are already living in them, and these projects will be finished in the coming months. Now, a major objection to making financial donations to NeighborWorks is a concern for being able to afford such donations. When I was speaking with the board member, Jessica Kuzmano, she assured me that it's not the size of the donation that matters. She said, even something as simple as a $5 to $10 donation makes a huge difference. Many hands makes light work. NeighborWorks has also made it easy and convenient to donate by going onto their website, nwpocatello.org. They have a secure portal that allows us to go on and make secure donations of any size. The concern about how the funds will be used can also be addressed by the fact that NeighborWorks is operated by volunteers. Even the members of the board are volunteers, and they receive no monetary compensation for their work. All donations go into the NeighborWorks fund, which is handled by the treasurer, and the funds are then dispersed to fund and cover the projects that are being taken on at that time. Through our donations and NeighborWorks' hard work, there are bright things in store for our community. Pocatello is a beautiful place and a wonderful community to live in. If we neglect to help those around us and do our part to contribute to the growth of our community, we may unfortunately suffer the consequences of higher crime rates and increases in substance abuse issues. By helping NeighborWorks, we are able to contribute to the growth and improvement of our local economy, which will make Pocatello an even more beautiful and enjoyable place to live. This love of our local community is one of the many things that we have in common with the core mission statement of NeighborWorks. In conclusion, I have shared with you the need our community has for NeighborWorks, how NeighborWorks will solve the issue, and the benefits that will come to us and our community through this solution. I invite all of you to support NeighborWorks by making a financial donation of any size by going to their website, nwpocatello.org. Use their secure portal, and using a credit or debit card, you are able to quickly and conveniently make a donation of any size. By supporting NeighborWorks, we are supporting Pocatello.